Hello everyone, my name is Bryan Ong and I'm the founder of a digital advertising agency called Method B. And at Method B, we run digital advertising campaigns for our clients, and right now we have campaigns running in over 11 countries already. So in today's session, I'm super excited to share with you the 5 expert secrets for Google Ads. And through this sharing, I hope that you'll be able to take your Google Ads to the next level. And for all these strategies that I'm going to share today, they have all been tried, tested, and they have all been used by me on my clients, and I've tried them myself as well. They all work. So hopefully through this sharing, you'll be able to improve your campaign performance and take your business to the next level. So without further ado, let's go. Number 1. Campaign structure I use for my clients. For all of the campaigns that I run for my clients, I actually include at least 4 campaigns that I run for them in Google Ads. Before I continue, there are actually 2 different kinds of keyword natures over here, or 2 different kinds of campaigns. One will be talking about generic keywords, the other one will be talking about branded keywords. So for generic keywords itself, is talking about, say, going back to the example as I did in the previous video where I did a tutorial for Google Ads, it is literally talking about keywords such as buy watches Singapore, buy automatic watches, buy luxury watches. These are examples of generic keywords should you be a watch company selling watches. So these are examples of generic keywords that you should be adding into your generic campaign. Now, the other kind of keywords is actually branded keywords. So for branded keywords wise, these are keywords that include your company name inside. So for example, you sell watches and your company name is called Chrono SG Watches or Chrono Singapore. An example of branded keywords will be Chrono Singapore review, Chrono Singapore prices, Chrono Singapore promo code. So this would be then the branded keywords that you should include in your branded campaign. Besides these 2 different categories right here, you have generic and you have branded. There are actually 2 subcategories that you should go into as well. So under generic, you should have 1 campaign dedicated for exact keywords, exact keyword match types, and the other campaign will be dedicated for broad match modifier match types. And the same will be done for the branded as well. So in total, you have 4 campaigns. So when you look at the structure itself, which I'm going to put a picture over here that you're going to see, you will see Singapore generic exact, Singapore generic broad, Singapore branded exact, Singapore branded broad. So as you can see, there are 4 kinds of campaigns just for one country. So the reason why we want to split up into the different keyword match types, we want to split up into the different keyword nature, which is talking about generic or branded, and also splitting up into different countries, is so that we are able to optimize better when we get more data. Because the thing is that the data from different countries have its own different nuanced CPC, and the same is also for the different keyword types as well. So for example, for Singapore, it may be more expensive than in Indonesia or in India or in Thailand. And also for branded keywords, the keywords that you use for your own brand is definitely way cheaper as compared to when you run generic keywords as well. And also when you look into broad and exact keywords are normally keywords where you want to be putting more bids, higher bids on because they are more relevant to what you want to be targeting. And for broad keywords, they are normally more expensive, but you can have broader reach. So as a result, the keywords that they will come in to your advertisement from the search terms that the customers are typing into Google search will be different based on the different keyword match types as well. So this is something that you have to take note of. And perhaps one thing that you can go into as well, should you have more budget, because this is really very expensive as compared to generic and branded, would be competitor keywords. So you can also set up a 5th campaign, which is for competitor keywords. And this will be a strategy where you only use when you want to scale up your campaign and you have some extra budget to spare. Because competitor keywords, Google will identify that the keywords that you're bidding for, which is literally your competitors' names, and also any other additional things that you want to put after your competitor keywords as well. So say for example, your competitor's brand review, your competitor's brand watches. These are the keywords that you can put into your competitor campaigns. And I would say because they are competitor keywords, they are more expensive, way more expensive than your branded, and they are more expensive than generic keywords. as well. So these are the campaign structure that I use for all of my clients, and this will definitely help you in identifying where the opportunities and how to improve your campaigns going forward. Number 2, campaign budget load balancing. So when it comes to campaign budget load balancing, there are 2 things that I'm normally looking out for. So number 1, when I look at my campaigns, I will look at, are all of the campaigns spending up to their budget campaign limit? Should they not be, then it is the first thing that I'll have to do to ensure that I move the money. Like for a campaign, you have $50 budget, but every day it is only spending $25. So you have another $25 extra or buffer that your campaign has failed to spend, and that is where you should move that $25 over to the other campaigns that still have room to spend and to scale. So now how do you see that your campaigns still have room to go, still have some more runway for you to scale? Now you just need to look at this particular metric called search impression share. So it is important to, every time you go into your campaign and review your campaign, to look at this search impression share, because it tells you all of the keywords that you have in your keyword set, how many times out of say 100 times they are showing together with your competitors. So should your search impression share be 95%, then I would say that your campaign is maxed out. You wouldn't be able to increase your reach or scale any further unless you were to do keyword expansion or to look into other strategies to increase your scale. However, should your campaign search impression share be 20%, 40%, 60%, or even 70%, then definitely there would still be room for you to scale. And I would say that you can just sort of, depending on the percentage, increase or multiply your budget according to that percentage, but take it with a pinch of salt and always come back after a week later or 2 weeks later to see how much your campaign has already spent. So the number 1 thing that I will do is to make sure that all the campaigns that I have in my account are all spending up to the limit that they should be spending. And number 2, once that is done, I will look at in terms of the campaign efficiency. So should you have your pixels installed correctly on your site, you will know that what is the number of conversions that's coming in, be it a lead or a sale or a purchase or a sign up. Then you'll be able to find out what exactly is the cost per conversion or the cost per goal, cost per lead, cost per purchase that you're seeing from every single one of your campaigns. Now, what I will do is to shift the money from those campaigns which are not efficient, which means with a higher cost per acquisition, cost per lead, cost per purchase, and moving it over to a more efficient campaign which has a lower cost per lead or cost per acquisition or cost per purchase. So in doing so, you ensure that your money is being well spent and you'll be stretching your dollar correctly. Number 3, targeting versus observation. So what exactly is targeting versus observation? It is just a function or a feature that you can choose in Google Ads that allows you to narrow down your search or to just observe, as the name implies, to observe the data that you have based on the different interest groups that is coming into your advertisements. So in terms of interest groups wise, you can be targeting people who are in market or people who have certain affinity towards certain services. So say for example, people can be interested in SEO and SEM services, people can be interested in baby products, or people can be interested in ERP services or CRM services as well. So Google not just only allows you to narrow or allows you to target based on keyword searches, it also allows you to further narrow down your search based on what interest group they belong to. Now, just for the purpose of Google search, I would not recommend using the targeting function, because targeting literally narrows your search further, not just only from the keyword level that you're targeting, but narrows that further into when that keyword level, when the person searching for that keyword belonging to a certain interest group, then your advertisement will show. Because doing that will greatly reduce the reach of your campaigns and will greatly limit the impact that you have for your campaigns as well. However, I would highly recommend to run this feature for GDN, because GDN, even though you can use custom intent for keywords, but it is not as good as you have the keyword feature in Google search. So that will be one main feature that you have to use for your GDN banner campaigns. So observations is really just listing down all of the different interest groups that you have, that you think that your business would apply to, and then allowing you to see all of the data belonging to those interest groups. So for example, you sell watches, and For watches wise, you want to select all of the different categories in those interest groups in either in-market or affinity audiences that will apply the most to you. So say you're looking for bosses or you're looking for business owners who belong to a certain group of interest group. Say they would like to hire people, they are interested in ERP software because they own a big company, or because they are looking into SEO and SEM services because they are running a business, or because they are of a certain age group because they are looking into and researching baby products. And these are the people that you want to target. So you would have to list all of these single options down in your observation option. And what it will do is basically tell you how many people who are interested in SEO and SEM services actually converted and purchased your product. How many clicks do you have for people who are actually looking into ERP services as well that has clicked onto your advertisement with regards to watches. So basically this allows you to see what are the different interest groups that you have that is coming into your advertisement. And I would say that in terms of this feature is really very interesting, very useful, because it allows you to increase your bids or decrease your bids based on whether the particular interest group is working for you. So for the interest group, which is bringing in more conversions, you will want to increase the bid adjustments. And for interest groups which are not converting as well, say people who are interested in ERP solutions are not converting as well as compared to the other groups that you have, then you want to lower those bids. So hopefully through this, you'll be able to find another way for you to improve the efficiency of your campaign. Number 4, search terms keywords expansion. So as I mentioned earlier, in terms of my campaign structure, I normally use a set of broad match modifier campaigns and exact match keywords as well as part of my campaign structure. However, you may want to add in select broad keywords based on your data analysis on which keywords works the best. So the thing with broad keywords is that you can actually use them to farm in a way for more keywords and to expand your keyword sets in the future when you want to scale. So before that, I just want to touch into one concept, which is search terms and keywords. So search terms are actually different from keywords because search terms are what customers are searching for and keywords are the keywords that you are bidding for. So normally there's a gap between these two. And going back to the point earlier, by bidding on broad keywords, you're actually allowing the system to show your ads to more people who may be typing in different kinds of keywords. And through that, you'll be able to see from your search terms. So just go to keyword settings, go to search terms, and you'll be able to see what are the keywords that people are searching for that led to your advertisement. So through there, you can actually farm for more keyword ideas. You can actually farm for more keywords that you can add to your existing current keyword set. Now, this keywords wise, I would say that go to your settings. What you can do is you can go into descending order, look into which are the search terms that's provided you with the most conversions or the most purchases in a time range. And then add those keywords into your existing campaign, not through broad match again, but through broad match modifier, exact match keywords, or phrase match. Because by doing so, you'll then be able to expand your keyword set, and then you'll be able to make your campaigns more efficient as well. Through the search terms, you'll also be able to see what are the keywords which are not relevant to your campaigns, and through that, you'll want to add in the negative keywords that's able to help improve your campaign performance dramatically as well. So there's one concept that I want to touch into as well, which is long tail keywords. So long tail keywords are literally keywords that are longer in nature, and so they cover a more specific search query. And one example in the reference of watches as well is, where do I find automatic watches with tourbillon? So looking into such a specific search query, should your company be offering that product or that service as well, you'll want to include that particular keyword into your set of keyword sets. And these are basically a few ways for you to be able to do keyword expansion on your campaigns where you can scale for efficiency. Number 5, RLSA. So what is RLSA? It is remarketing list for search ads. So it is basically a retargeting tool for you to retarget search in a way where you are retargeting people who have been to your site before. So I know Google search is all about keywords, but in this case, you'll be able to target another layer as well where people who have been to your site before, and this helps to increase the qualifying of the traffic in your site. So right now, with this qualified traffic, you are able to do two things. So number 1, you're able to bid on broader keywords right now. So keywords that are shorter in the number of words in nature and broader because this traffic would already have been qualified and they have a higher intention to purchase from you and they've already seen your website before. So therefore, you're able to bid on a broader set of keywords without having the risk to know that these are not qualified traffic, these are not relevant traffic. So the second thing that you'll be able to do is to increase your bids. Because these are qualified traffic, these are people with the intention to buy, you know that these people are the people that you want to target. And therefore, you're able to put on a higher bid for these keywords as well. And the application for RLSA, it can be to retarget people who have been to your site but never purchased before, and to exclude those people who have purchased from you before. And what you can do is that you can put a promo extension to your ad for the RLSA ad, and then to show it to them so that when they first come to your site, it will just be a normal ad. And then the next time they try to search for a related keyword again, they will see your ad right at the top of the search results. And then you have a promo code right there for them to use and to convert into your customer. Or the other way where you can use RLSA is to depends on what product that they have seen before, that they have already bought, and then you show them other products that they can buy, or to show them specific content based on what they have searched before. Through this RLSA strategy, I hope that you'll be able to retarget your customers successfully and overall reduce your customer cost per acquisition. In conclusion, I hope that these 5 expert secrets for Google Ads will help bring your campaigns to the next level. Are there any other tips that you'd like me to cover? How have these strategies helped you in your campaigns? Feel free to let me know in the comments down below. And should you enjoy this episode, please subscribe to my channel because subscribing to the channel will really help us go a long way. Thanks so much for your time and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!